Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion. We are 2 games away from the end of the season. We are 2 games away from potentially qualifying for the Championship playoffs to enter the Premier League. Or, if things go really badly, we could finish 13th. It is so tight at the top of the table, I say at the top, in the middle of the table, that Southampton and Burton, ourselves, on 69 and 68 points in the playoffs. Then you've got Preston, Sheffield United, Huddersfield, Bristol City, Brentford, Wolves and Crystal Palace that can all technically qualify for the playoffs mathematically. I think even Derby mathematically can, but it's very unlikely that they will be able to do it. We have to play Birmingham and we have to play West Brom. Birmingham fighting a relegation battle down in 21st place. West Brom are fighting for promotion up in 4th place. Today is a very big episode, and I need to remember that if we don't get playoffs, it's not the end of the world. We probably shouldn't be this high up in the table anyway. Since the last episode, it started off really well. Against Barnsley, we won 3-0. Michael Obafemi, Jamie Allen and Jake Vokins with the goals for us. Unfortunately, Jason McCarthy got himself injured for 3 weeks, which really was not helpful considering he is one of our best players. But 3 points against Barnsley started everything off really well. Then against Bristol City, it was one of those games where we could not score a goal to save our lives. We lose 1-0, Ashley Fletcher with the only goal of the game, but 23 shots, only 5 on target, and that is the reason why we didn't get anything out of that game. Up against Preston, unfortunately we do drop some more points. This time it was a 2-2 draw. Yaya Sanogo with both the goals for Preston. Faustino Andrewen and Jake Vokins with the goals for us. We were probably the better side. Unfortunately, the way things go in football doesn't mean the better side always wins. Then against Derby, a similar thing happened. We lose 3-1, despite the fact we had a lot more shots on target, more possession, all that nonsense. Defensively, we were just piss poor, basically. Derby County's goals come from Fabio Barini, 2 on the penalty spot. Mitch Clark and Harry Suter giving away the penalties there. And Przemysław Frankowski with the goal as well on the 58th minute. Faustino Andrewen scores once again for us, but it didn't really mean anything, and it is 3 more points dropped. And finally, up against Huddersfield, we were the worst side. We were definitely worse than Huddersfield, but somehow we managed to scrape a point. We should have probably got all 3, but the goal that the goal that he scored, probably not the best defending. Humphreys and Clark, once again, not playing too well. Michael Obafemi with the goal for us on 50 minutes. So, that means the league table looks like this. You've already seen it. I'm trying to think of the maths. We need 5 points. We need 5 points to guarantee playoffs. So we need to have 2 wins. We need to win both games to guarantee it. That is not going to be easy, particularly with West Brom as our final game. Here we go then, match number 1, Birmingham City, who are in very poor form, or not very poor, they're in poor form. They've only won 1 game recently, and that was against Portsmouth. Okay, that's a good win for them, because obviously Portsmouth down there with them. We have also only won one game recently against Barnsley. It was comfortable. It was 3-0. Barnsley just below them. So hopefully we should be able to do the same thing to Birmingham. We are back to almost full strength. We've had some injuries in defence, basically, has been our main problem. So Simon Moore will be the goalkeeper. Jason McCarthy has returned from his injury. They say plays 75 minutes. He'll probably play 90. Sutar, Gui and Vokins round off the back 4. Daniel Batty and Ben Fox are going to be the 2 midfielders today because, where is he? Longstaff and Allen, both out injured, which really isn't good. Jamie Allen has just picked up a minor injury. Longstaff, slightly longer. Gribben, Andrewen and Sparrow will be behind Michael Obafemi, so we need to win. This concerns me because these are players who haven't played a huge amount of football. Ben Fox obviously was out on loan for the first half of the season. Since he's come back, he's played 2 and a bit games for us. 2 starts, 1 off the bench. He played alright for Luton when he was there. I'm hoping that I don't regret this. This might be the first time that I start paying attention to the league tables on this screen here. How do I get him up? This is how little I often pay attention to this. League table, that is what we need. Let's see. Oh God, what's going on? Right, so we need to just hope. Let's put league table there as well. We need to hope that other results go our way as well. That should probably be enough to tell us what's going on. Let's minimise that just down to points. First highlight of the game has taken 6.5 minutes to get here, and Vokins has the ball for us on the left. Ben Fox forward to Jake Vokins. Callum Gribben. Gribben all the way across to McCarthy. Doesn't get there, but Batty's going to get there first. Heads it forward. Gribben now with the ball. Vokins loads of space. Is the youngster going to go for goal? He doesn't. Gribben does go for goal, and what a finish that is from Callum Gribben. That puts us up into 5th place in the table. A win here would go miles, would go actual miles. If we can pick up the first victory against Birmingham, it might mean other teams around, like your Huddersfield, Preston's, Sheffield United's, teams that are actually chasing, they might then become too far away to actually catch us up. It looks like Southampton have taken the lead, so we've dropped back down to 6th place. Huddersfield have dropped down. Sheffield United now are winning. So Sheffield United and Huddersfield are the only 2 teams that can catch us as it currently stands. We have a highlight on 41 minutes. Mark Gooey into Harry Souttar. Souttar needs to just lump it upfield, finds Batty in the middle, who gets tackled. Walker across to Adams. He's got 3 Burton Albion players coming over with him. Why did all 3 of the defenders decide to go follow the ball like they're 10-year-olds? It is 1-1. This is potentially disastrous. Another highlight before half-time. McCarthy's head doesn't find one of our players. Evans across to Walker, gets tackled. McCarthy, Joe Sparrow, back to Daniel Batty. Andrew, McCarthy again. He needs to hold up the ball. Sparrow gets it. Andrew, McCarthy has the space if he wants to use him, and he does. McCarthy, why are you holding up the ball? Obafemi's gone down, and Obafemi has won a penalty with 1 minute to play of the first half. Come on, Mickey. Come on, Mickey Obafemi. Put it in the back of the net, please. Michael Obafemi does do the business, puts the ball into the bottom corner. His 20th goal of the season in Burton Albion colours. He is my favourite footballer right now, in the real world as well. He is my favourite footballer. We are going to go in at half-time, probably 2-1 to the good, and 2 points clear of 7th place Sheffield United. Was it Sheffield United down there? Straight into the second half. I want us to just score another goal. I want to win 3-1. If we can just keep scoring, because our goal difference isn't the best. Our goal difference is in the positives, but it's not massively in the positives. Cullen forward to Che Adams on the right-hand side. Is he going to cross it in? He does cross it in. Simon Moore makes a wonderful television save that he didn't really need to do. Simon Moore, where are you going to go? Throw it out to Harry Souttar or possibly to Gooey on the left. Fox, what are you doing, Fox? What a calamitous pass that was, Fox. He's definitely not wearing a yellow shirt. Waller with the corner for Birmingham. Evans is at the front. McCarthy can get it clear. Andrew now can lump it upfield, and Michael Obafemi can use his pace. Slide tackles the ball straight to the Birmingham goalkeeper. Ben Fox is actually worrying me at the moment. We are just over an hour in. I'm thinking Fox might need to come off. There is a throw on. Colin takes it. It's gone through to Simon Moore. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. There was an advantage, but I think one of our players was fouled. Moore with a ball in his hand, rolls it out to Souttar. Souttar, do not get tackled. Colin forward to Waller. Cullen tries to find Adams, I think, on the right-hand side. Obafemi gets the ball from Vokins' header. Vokins gets it back. Jake Vokins forward, doesn't get it past Davis, and now the counter-attack for Birmingham could be on. McCarthy plays it all the way back to the Isle of Wight goalkeeper Simon Moore. Obafemi. Vokins gets tackled, but Obafemi's going to run onto it, goes for goal, and Mickey Obafemi has done it again. 66 minutes on the clock, it is 3-1 to Burton Albion. We are still not guaranteed playoffs, but it is so close right now. I think even if we finish 7th or 6th, we will probably be playing West Brom three times, because we have West Brom after the Birmingham match as well. 20 minutes to play. Jason McCarthy is looking exhausted, so this is probably the time to bring him off. Colin goes for goal. Moore makes the save. We won't be playing West Brom. We'll be playing Sheffield Wednesday, potentially. Corner for Waller to take. Goes towards the 6-yard box. Cleared. Andrew can get it clear further. Right, we need to do a sub, and it needs to be, unfortunately, Jason McCarthy for Mitch Clark. Cameron Humphreys. Cameron Humphreys can be the right back. I'm also going to bring off Callum Gribben for Regan Charles Cook. Gribben is booked. That is my plan there. Gribben loves a red card. He's had 2 so far this season. I kind of need him for the final game. Regan Charles Cook's corner comes in. Obafemi's nearly scored that, but Anderson manages to claim the ball. What happened there? It actually almost crossed the line as well. Obafemi almost getting his hat-trick. Final 10 minutes. Charles Cook with a corner. It goes deep. Obafemi's not going to get there. Yes, he is, because he's going to get Collins' header. Obafemi to Batty. Back to Michael Obafemi. Where are you going to go? Finds Gooey. Batty, loads of space. Go for goal, Daniel Batty. Hits the base of the post and Jenkinson can clear it. There is 8 minutes to play. Cullen goes for goal and Cullen's put that in. Right, this is a concern. Right, we're going to go defensive. I'm going to say tighten. No, demand more. Go defensive and demand more. It doesn't make sense, but hopefully it'll work. There's a minute left to play. We're going to do our final sub. I'm going to bring on Clark for Angerin. It's just a time-wasting sub, that one. That is all I'm doing there. Final seconds of the game. We are over the 94. It is a goal kick for Burton Albion. The full-time whistle goes, and we have picked up 3 points. We just need 1 point. We need 1 point, and we should, in theory, guarantee playoff football in the next episode. So, lucky for us, this now means that... Oh, no. What am I talking about? Brentford, Bristol, Huddersfield and Sheffield United can all catch us, can't they? They can all catch us. Brentford have a worse goal difference, so they are unlikely to. Bristol, Huddersfield and Sheffield United, they will all have a better goal difference if we lose and they win. So, we need another victory. We definitely need to win, don't we? We've been offered the job at Crystal Palace. Well, we've been offered an interview at Crystal Palace. Where are they? They're on the champ... Why? No, why would I even bother? I'm not doing that. We're staying at Burton. The biggest game in the history of Burton Albion. I'd say that's probably fair. If we can win, we will guarantee ourselves playoff football. Will we? Yes, we will. Preston, hold on, Preston. Where did they come from? They weren't there earlier. So, there are a lot of teams that can still overtake us. If we win, we will go 74 points joint with West Brom, and that means that we won't actually go ahead of them unless we beat them about 8-0, which is highly unlikely. I'm trying to think of all the various connotations, and to be honest, there's so many, we just need to focus on our game. That's all we need to do. We are going to stick with a fairly similar lineup. So Simon Moore in goal, McCarthy, Suter, Gooey and Vokins are the back four. They have been our back four for the majority of the season. McCarthy obviously has dropped out whenever he's got injured. I think Sutar's got injured a few times as well, which has meant Humphreys has come in a few times, but most of that's been off camera. Jamie Allen and Daniel Batty will be the two central midfielders today. Allen has recovered from his injury. Sean Longstaff is on the bench, but he's not quite fully fit just yet. Joe Sparrow, Faustino Andrin, Callum Gribben and Michael Obafemi will be the front four for us today. We just need to win. That's all we need to do. In the words of Southampton managers of past, I can't think of who it was. It was somebody. It was probably back when we were in League One. It was probably Nigel Adkins. Control the controllables. If we do our job against West Brom, it doesn't matter what everyone else does. That is my thought here. We just need to control the controllables, and then it is not going to be a problem what Preston, Sheffield United, Huddersfield, Bristol City, Brentford, Wolves or Palace do. We are 20 minutes in, and so far, nothing has happened. Pritchard with a free kick. Chalobah is going to get there first. No, he doesn't. Vokins can clear it. Obafemi's going to hopefully get there. No, he doesn't. Bidwell does. We do get the ball back, though. Joe Sparrow runs forward, plays it forward to Michael Obafemi, and Obafemi has to put that away, and Renan makes the save. Oh, it's going to be this again, isn't it? It's going to be Renan just saving every single shot of ours. Half an hour in, Daniel Batty has also picked up an injury. 2 players now have picked up a bruised ankle. I'm keeping them both on for the moment. Other fixtures that are going on. Huddersfield have moved up to 7th, but so far they haven't gone into the playoffs. Pritchard corner comes in. Sankere doesn't get there. Haraguchi goes for goal, and Genki Haraguchi has potentially made an awful thing for us to happen. We have dropped down to 8th place because of that goal. Oh dear. Half time then, we are 1-0 down. We've been the better side. This is not good for us at all. I'm thinking Batty might need to come off, because I'm thinking that injury could be affecting him. So Longstaff is going to come on. Get Callum Gribben and Michael Obafemi playing badly. Fraser for Gribben. That's a huge, huge risk. We are going to finish 8th in the table as it currently stands, and I do not want that to happen. McCarthy can't get past Bidwell in the first highlight of the second half, but we do win a throw on, which we're not going to see. Simon Moore with a goal kick plays it to Harry Sutar on the right-hand side. Plays it forward. Jason McCarthy, one of our stars this season, inside to Joe Sparrow. Back to McCarthy. Is he going to try and get round his man? No, he's not. He plays it back to Alan Sparrow. McCarthy now has the space. Is he going to whip it in? He crosses it in. Longstaff is there at the back. Longstaff has a second bite of the cherry, but it goes wide. Was that a goal? It wasn't a goal. It was half over the line. Okay, it's still 1-0. Still plenty of time. I'm going to say show some passion. We need something to happen. Nothing's happened. We've moved back up to 7th place. Huddersfield now are in 6th. Brentford in 8th. Preston in 9th. No goals, no highlights, no nothing. Obafemi needs to come off. He's not doing anything. Marvin Sordell. Oh dear, Marvin Sordell. There is a lot of pressure on your shoulders. We're going to go positive as well. We've got 10 minutes to try and get something. John Joe Shelby goes for goal over the bar. We need something. We need something. Demand more. No highlights happening. 88 minutes. Vokins goes for goal. He hits it over the bar. That could have been the chance. We've just not had the chances today. There is 8 seconds left of the season. We are going to finish 8th in the table. Preston have won, so even if we didn't, it's all over. Because of the result Preston had, we needed 2 goals anyway by the end of it. Remember, Stuart, you shouldn't have been in this position in the first place. You should have been playing today for a place to stay in the league. Now you're in a position to potentially get out of the league in a good way by going upwards. We are still a championship side. I'm okay with that. I'm kind of disappointed because we just played badly in the final game of the season. So that is the final league table. We've dropped down to 8th. If you look at this, that is the lowest we've been in the league table since, when was that? The 9th game of the season. Since September. Midway through September, we were all the way down in 11th. Then we spent a lot of the time in the top. We were actually at the top of the table for a few weeks, dropped down to 7th for quite a while. So maybe 7th realistically probably should have been our final resting place. Unfortunately, we're finished 8th. I want to know what finances we're going to be on next season. Well, that is some very disappointing news, Ben Robinson. £120,000 a week, £426,000 wage budget, transfer budget, sorry. That's kind of what we already had. We are not going to stay in this league with that kind of investment. We need some money behind us. That is not good. Looking at some of the players, we do have some high-value players. 7 million for Jamie Allen. Joe Sparrow is wanted by Ipswich. He's worth 4.6 million. Maybe we need to start looking at selling some people. We have made it to the end of season awards then, and the overall best 11, there's not a huge amount of players in there that I was hoping would be in there. Regan Charles Cook apparently has made it onto the bench. I'm not quite sure how he's done that. I'm not really sure how Jason McCarthy isn't in there. Simon Moore and Michael Obafemi have also joined onto the bench as well. But yeah, most of the starting 11 there, in fact, all of the starting 11 are older, more established Burton Albion players. No one from this season, really. Fans Player of the Season goes to Jamie Allen, which, again, that's a strange one. Wasn't expecting Jamie Allen, was expecting Jason McCarthy, or possibly Michael Obafemi. McCarthy is second. Vokins is down in third. Callum Gribben gets goal of the season and signing of the season with Jake Vokins, Young Player of the Season. Let's have a look at some stats before we see the Callum Gribben goal. Obafemi top scorer, highest average rating, Jason McCarthy. That's why I thought he was going to win it. Callum Gribben gets 12 assists. Obafemi's nearly 90% pass completion. Bunch of Man of the Match awards for McCarthy and Obafemi as well. Loads of yellow cards for Jason McCarthy, and Callum Gribben gets himself 2 red cards. Let's take a look at this Callum Gribben goal then against Sheffield United early on in the season by the sounds of it. So it's going to be a free kick straight into the bottom corner. Wasn't the best free kick. I feel like we've scored better goals. Possibly Obafemi's volley in the last episode might have been better than that. Right, end of season meeting. What if avoid a relegation battle? Mid-table finish. Let's go. Okay, mid-table is what they wanted. Perfect. I could have quite easily gone, yeah, we can get playoffs. That wouldn't have gone down too well. I think relegation they might have been okay with, but some of them might have been a bit annoyed. End of season confidence review. They should be very happy with me, although they're not as happy as I was expecting. I was hoping that'd be a lot higher. Injuries, Kagosi and Thele, he damaged his cruciate ligaments early on, so he missed the majority of the season. Hold on. I've pressed continue, and Ben Robinson, the chairman, is going to expand the stadium. That is very useful, because we've only got a 6,000 capacity stadium. It's going to go up to just under 10,000. We sold out every single week when we were at home. we'll probably still sell that out at 10,000 seats as well. It's going to cost £3.5 million. Where's that money coming from? Where is that money coming from? What's happened? Okay, our facilities have been downgraded. That is a problem. We need a takeover, or we need Ben Robinson to start throwing some money at the club, because we are starting to drastically lose financial power against teams around us, and it's affecting the facilities now, because the training facilities are probably one of the worst in the league. A bit more time has passed, and here is our financial summary, or commercial summary. So we are earning a lot more money from various things. Broadcast revenue has gone up massively. We're not going to see any of the return, because we're probably spending a lot more money to kind of counteract the money that's coming in, which isn't great. We've got 4 new sponsorship deals worth £1 million a year. Michael Obafemi, top shirt seller. Alan Sparrow, Longstaff, and Callum Gribben as well, also selling a decent amount of shirts. Scouting budget, sure, we don't really have the money to actually make use of our scouting budget anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. I've just had a look, and we've taken out a bank loan of £3.5 million to build our stadium expansion, which is going to take 6 months as well. That is going to take a long amount of time. Hold on. Our capacity is only 1,790 seated. Is that it? That's pretty bad. So we're going to lose 639 maybe seats, or just capacity in general, up until the 28th of November, by which point we'll have a slightly bigger stadium. It is now the end of May, and the playoffs have now taken place, and they've been concluded with a Sheffield Wednesday victory in the final against West Bromwich Albion. A 100th minute winner from Lucas Joao, or something like that. He's been there since 2015. What? Okay, well, he's now going to be playing in the Premier League with Sheffield Wednesday. Oh my word. Right, we've paid £1.3 million to the squad, which is a hell of a lot of money, but we've picked up £4.82 million. Right. Okay. However, we at one stage looked to get promoted. We shouldn't... What? No. What are you talking about? Right. Can we now have some more money for... I can't even ask for more money. I need more money for transfers. This is ridiculous for a championship side to have £400,000 to spend. And probably about £30,000 a week left of my wage budget once you include the players that have been released. That is going to do it then for this season with Burton Albion. Unfortunately, we did miss out on the playoffs, which is a bit unfair. If you actually look, this is something that I noticed. If we go to league table, first half of the season, we were the best team in the first 23 games. Second half, we were not very good at all. We just got 31 points. If we kept up that the form from the first half, we would have probably won the league. That's how good we were doing in the first half of the season. Unfortunately, these things happen. Thank you very much for watching this episode and this season of Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will be back for a second attempt at getting promotion from the Championship to the Premier League with Burton Albion. I don't think it's going to happen, not in the next season.